Happy Sunday, rodeo fans. I'm your host, Cassie Soto. NFR at 345 is brought to you by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, home of NASCAR and NHRA races for more than 25 years. It is day 4 of the 2020 National Finals Rodeo. I am pleased to be joined today by team roping header Charly Crawford. Charly, how you doing today?
Good. How are you guys doing?
We're great. Thank you so much for taking some time. Well, this is your 10th time qualifying for the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. Is it still just as special as the first one?
Yeah, the first one was tough. You know, that took me a long time to get there. I remember it to this day. When I got there, Cody Ole asked me to shoe a horse. As soon as I pulled in, and I'm like, "Come on, Cody! This is my first NFR. I don't want to have to shoe. Shoeing's how I got to the NFR. You know, what I mean, that's how I paid my fees and kind of how I paid my dues and stuff. And the last thing I wanted to do was that. You know, I wanted to enjoy it. And I think I was getting $50 for shoeing at the time. And he said, "I'll give you $100." And I'm like, "I just got one thing." I said, "All right, that's all right. I can't turn that down." But I said, "There's one thing I got to go do. I got to go do it real quick." So I put my clothes on. I jumped down there. I ran down there. This was before the rodeo started or anything. And I went down in the box at the Thomas and Mack and just laid down in the box and did a big dirt angel. And I was like, I've been wanting to do that ever since I was a little kid. And I finally got here. And I think some guy was hanging up a banner, and he wasn't a cowboy. I think he was part of the construction crew. And I think he thought I was having a seizure because I could hear someone say, "Hey, I think we need to call the paramedics. I think someone's having a seizure in the arena." But no, that's something I'll remember forever. That was pretty cool.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your event, Charly, because of course, team roping is unlike any other event in the NFR because, well, you're a team. So how does your event make it just a little bit harder that you do have to depend so much on your partner, and this year, a rookie as your partner?
Yeah, and I've gotten 5 other rookies there, so I'm kind of used to it. And this kid's not really a rookie. He's a rookie maybe because it's his first year, but his dad's made the finals twice, and this kid's way wise beyond his years, and he's hungry, and you can see it when he heels. You know, he's trying them on first hop, and he wants to practice more than I do, and so he keeps me young. So I love it. And the good thing is about our sport is it's a lot like golf. You know, there's quite a bit of longevity in it because it's not as hard on your body and things like that. So it's a good sport. But yeah, there's a lot of variables: 2 horses, 2 header, or 2 humans, and one uncooperating steer sometimes.
Well, something really neat, Charly, that the NFR does every year is that they host this big old grand back number ceremony. But you and your family did something pretty cool this year. You got a custom cake with your back number 46 on it. Important question here. What flavor was that cake, and how neat was that to be able to spend that moment with your family?
It was awesome. It was chocolate. I love chocolate, and it had some whipped cream and cream cheese in it. It was the best cake I've ever had. It was awesome.
Oh, you mentioned your wife, Charly, and I know this interview is supposed to be about you, but we have to talk about Jacki here. She will be competing in the inaugural 2020 Wrangler National Finals breakaway roping event, and she will be doing it nearly 6 months pregnant. I just have to ask, is Jacki a superhero?
It's very similar to that. Yes, it's almost inhuman. And she won one of the world's biggest jackpots yesterday against all the top girls in the world. And like I said, almost 6 months pregnant. That's hard enough to do not pregnant. And yeah, you mix the two, it's superhuman.
What about her maybe inspires you to be a little bit, to extra
Absolutely.
Drive when you go out
Absolutely.
there?
So like 2 weeks ago, she was getting ready for the World Finals and the WCRA Finals and things like that. And she's riding 8 to 9 horses a day because she's heading, heeling, breakawaying, and pregnant and not feeling good at all. And Joseph Harrison let her borrow one of his good heel horses that he's riding at the NFR this year. And he said, "All right, now, baby girl, this horse ain't very good shape, so just run you a couple and maybe let him breathe." And I was turning her some steers, and I looked over, and she's taking a dirt nap in the heel box, like literally sound asleep, but she's holding on to her horse with her face down in the heel box. And I come over and I'm like, "Baby, you all right over there? You need to call it quits?" And she's like, No. Joseph said he needed to rest after 2, so I'm letting him rest." And then back to sleep she went.
Well, Charly, best of luck to you. Congratulations to you and your family. Again, we wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was team roping header Charly Crawford. NFR at 345 is sponsored by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, home of the Pennzoil 400 and South Point 400 NASCAR races. We will continue to bring you special guest interviews right here at 345, so be sure to tune in. You can also get daily highlight videos and more NFR contestant videos if you head on over to reviewjournal.com/NFR. I'm your host, Cassie Soto. We'll see you tomorrow.